Hey, good evening there. Just a little update. What we got to do is full disclosure. So, what most people thought was the truth is mostly lies, and what you thought was mostly lies could be the truth. So, as we go into full disclosure, it's going to traumatize a lot of people. A lot of people's already in trauma because of all the storms and all the craziness that's going on in the government. So, the sooner you get through the trauma, the better. So, that's why we talked about so many blue collar workers. They try to destroy the mom and pop stores and businesses. We're the practical businesses. And in order to get through trauma, you'll be not much needed in the blue collar field because you can't just sit there and stew when you disclose a lot of crazy information that you kind of were thinking it was true, but you weren't sure, but then you find out it's really true. It can be shocking. So as we work together and rebuild communities, the desolations of many generations, and like I say, the sooner we get through it, the better. A lot of people don't want to know the future, but you need to know the future in order to prepare for it. It's like if you're going to college to be a lawyer, doctor, whatever, you're looking toward the future to do what you're called to do. So, but on the other hand, the most of the blue collar workers, the practical, the service industry, the servants are going to help teach people how to be servants and how to handle this insanity. And we have to go through the trauma. We all have to go through the trauma. The faster you can get through it, the better you can help a lot of people. But if you just stay there and spin like a top, devil's trying to spin you like a top, then you're not going to be good for a long time. So we always debate how much we can disclose at the moment. And then, of course, we get censored if we disclose too much out here on the media, because the media is still corrupt. Because Satan's still the principality of the air, which means the airwaves, which means media, television, radio, internet, the principality of the airwaves, the principality of technology. So just as they lost their heart-to-heart connection back in the Babylonian, the Tower of Babel, it's because they lost a heart-to-heart connection with God. They were just too business, intel, intellect. So up in their brains, you could say that they lost their hearts. So that's why God had to destroy it and confuse the language. So this is the time that God's not starting over again in that sense. It just has to be disclosed, and we have to get the heart-to-heart connection back with God. Otherwise, you're not going to make it. If you stand on God's stages, just throwing a few bones of revelation out, little intel, but you're not about the community, not about restoring communities, then you're not of Jesus, because Jesus, that's what Jesus taught, was communities, discipleship, reconciliation, and then everybody to work together in communities. It's really that simple. You got it, get the word out.